Some people say cats are distant, but then yours curls up beside you at night like you're the only safe place in the entire world. Their tiny heartbeat pressed against your chest, their soft purrs filling the silence like a warm lullaby. In that moment you can feel it, the quiet, unspoken truth that you are loved. Cats have a way of making the ordinary feel magical. They don't need to do much, their presence alone softens the world. They turn a small apartment into a sanctuary, a rough day into a moment of calm. They greet you not with noise but with subtle gestures, a gentle head bump, a slow blink, a little shadow that follows you from room to room even when they pretend they're not. And somehow just by being near they make life feel softer. But why do cats have this effect on us? What makes them such extraordinary companions, capable of turning a house into a home? Today we're going to explore 30 heartwarming, sometimes surprising reasons why cats are truly the best pets. Whether you've lived with cats for years or you're simply curious about their quiet magic, this journey will show you just how special these little beings really are. And before we begin, tell us in the comments, what's the most cat thing your cat has ever done? Maybe it's something that made you laugh until you cried, or a small moment that reminded you how deeply they trust you. We'd love to feature a few of your stories in our next video. One, they make any space feel like home. There's a magic that happens when a cat steps into a space. It doesn't matter whether you live in a small studio apartment in the city or a sprawling house with endless rooms. Once a cat is there, the energy changes. Suddenly, the smallest corners become alive. That sunbeam on your kitchen floor? To your cat, it's a throne. That quiet corner you never noticed? It's now a nap sanctuary. Cats have a way of making four walls feel like a real home. They give life and warmth to the most ordinary places. A simple evening on the couch turns into a shared ritual, your cat curling up by your side as though they've been waiting all day for this moment with you. And when they greet you at the door after a long day, their tail high, their eyes soft, you feel it, the unmistakable comfort of being home. Even people who move often say that their cat is what makes every new place feel safe and familiar. Because it's not about the space itself, it's about the little heartbeat that fills it. Do they teach you to slow down? We live in a world that moves too fast. Emails, deadlines, traffic, to-do lists, it can feel never-ending. But cats, in their quiet wisdom, remind us that life doesn't have to be a constant rush. Have you ever watched your cat stretch after a nap? It's not just a quick stretch, it's a full, slow, luxurious moment. They arch their back, extend their paws, and yawn like they've got all the time in the world. And then they go right back to napping without an ounce of guilt. Cats teach us that it's okay to pause. That we don't always have to be doing, achieving, running. Their calm presence softens the edges of stressful days. When they curl up on your lap and start to purr, it's almost as if they're saying, you're allowed to rest. Right now, just be. And slowly you find yourself mirroring them, taking deeper breaths, moving a little slower, and appreciating the small, quiet moments of life. 3. They're perfect for small spaces. Not everyone has the luxury of a big backyard or a home with endless rooms. But with cats, you don't need much. They're masters of making small spaces feel like a kingdom. A single sunny window ledge becomes their lookout tower, where they can spend hours watching birds flutter by. A cardboard box transforms into a castle where they can hide and play. Even a crumpled paper bag becomes an adventure. Cats don't need large open spaces to be happy, they create their own little worlds wherever they are. This makes them perfect companions for apartment living, for city dwellers, and for anyone who wants a pet that can thrive without constant outdoor activity. And somehow they make your small space feel bigger. Their playful energy fills the room. Their quiet companionship makes it feel less empty. They remind you that home isn't about size, it's about the life that's inside it. For they respect your boundaries. One of the most beautiful things about cats is their ability to understand personal space. Unlike some pets who might smother you with attention, cats have a natural sense of balance. They don't need to be on you every second, and that makes the moments when they do choose to be close even more meaningful. When a cat climbs into your lap, it's not because they're desperate for attention. It's because they truly want to be there. When they nuzzle against your face or curl up next to you at night, it's a choice. And that choice feels like a gift. Cats have a way of teaching us that love doesn't have to be loud or overwhelming. Sometimes, it's the quiet presence of someone who respects your space, yet somehow always finds a way to be near when you need them most. 5. Their purrs are healing. There's nothing like the sound of a cat purring softly against your chest. It's warm, soothing, and strangely comforting, like a lullaby you didn't know you needed. But here's the fascinating part. Science actually shows that a cat's purr can be healing. Their purrs vibrate at a frequency between 25 and 150 Hz, which studies suggest can promote healing in bones and soft tissue. It's as if they carry a little piece of magic inside them. Beyond the science, their purrs touch something deeper in us. After a long, difficult day, when your cat curls up beside you and starts to purr, you can feel your heart rate slow down. Your shoulders relax. The weight of the day seems a little lighter. In that simple moment, you're reminded that you're safe, you're loved, and everything is going to be okay. 6. They're naturally clean. Cats take great pride in their grooming. They'll spend hours every day making sure every whisker and every paw is spotless. That means less work for you, and a cleaner home. Unlike dogs, cats rarely need baths. They instinctively use their litter boxes and prefer to keep themselves tidy. You won't find muddy paw prints trailing through the house or have to deal with that unmistakable wet dog smell. Living with a cat is like living with a tiny self-care expert. They keep themselves beautiful and clean, and they help keep your home fresh too. 7. They're budget-friendly. Pets can be expensive, but cats are generally easier on your wallet than many other animals. They don't need daily dog walkers or pricey grooming appointments. Their food portions are smaller, and they're usually content with simple toys. In fact, some of the best cat toys aren't toys at all. They're everyday items like cardboard boxes, paper bags, or twist ties. Cats remind us that joy doesn't have to cost a fortune. And because they're independent and healthy by nature, they often require fewer extras. It's one of the reasons why they're such a great choice for people who want a loving companion without constant financial stress. 8. They're endlessly entertaining. Cats are natural comedians. One moment they're regal and graceful, and the next they're leaping sideways at a shadow only they can see. Have you ever watched your cat chase a toy mouse across the floor with Olympic-level determination, only to get distracted by a piece of lint halfway through? Or seen them knock something off a table, look you dead in the eye, and walk away as if it never happened? Their playful antics bring so much laughter and light into our lives. Even their quirks, the 3 a.m. zoom eyes, the obsession with sitting in any box they can find, are part of their charm. Cats remind us to find joy in the little things and to not take life too seriously. 9. They're quiet companions. If you crave peace and calm, cats are the perfect pets. They don't bark at delivery drivers or howl when you leave the house. They're soft-spoken by nature. Cats communicate in subtle ways, a gentle meow, a soft trill, or the slow blink of their eyes. They can fill a room with presence without making a sound. This makes them ideal companions for apartment living, for people who work from home, or for anyone who appreciates a serene, peaceful space. Their quiet nature is a gift in a world that's often too loud. 10. They're loyal in their own way. Cats are often misunderstood when it comes to loyalty. People assume they're distant because they don't always greet you with wild enthusiasm. But those who truly know cats understand how deeply they bond with their humans. They show their loyalty in small ways. They'll follow you from room to room, pretending not to care, but they just want to be near you. They'll curl up beside you when you're sick, sensing that you need comfort. They'll wait at the window for you to come home, their tail flicking in quiet anticipation. A cat's loyalty is subtle, but it's real. And when you feel it, you know it's not because they need you, it's because they choose you. 11. They're independent yet loving. Cats have this perfect balance that feels rare in relationships. They can be fully content on their own, but they also love deeply when they choose to be close. Unlike pets who need constant attention, cats are comfortable being alone. They can entertain themselves by exploring a new cardboard box, stalking a dust mote in the sunlight, or curling up for a nap while you're busy. And yet, when a cat decides it's time to be with you, it's one of the most heartwarming moments. They'll climb softly into your lap, press their warm body against yours, and maybe tuck their head under your chin as though they're saying, "I'm safe here." Their independence makes those gestures even more meaningful. Cats remind us that love doesn't have to be clingy or constant. It can be quiet, balanced, and still incredibly deep. 12. They're natural stress relievers. There's something about a cat's presence that melts away tension. Studies show that petting a cat can lower cortisol, the stress hormone, and help your body relax. But even without the science, we can feel it. Picture this. You come home after a long, exhausting day. Your cat greets you not with demands but with quiet curiosity. They rub gently against your legs, follow you to the couch, and curl up beside you. The sound of their soft purr fills the room like the gentlest song. It's in these small moments that the world feels lighter. Cats don't ask for much, and yet they give us the priceless gift of peace. 13. They're wonderful with kids. When introduced thoughtfully, cats can form beautiful bonds with children. They teach kids about patience, empathy, and respect. Children learn that a cat won't always come when called, and that's okay. Love means allowing another being to move at their own pace. There's also something magical about the friendship between a child and a cat. A little boy reading aloud while his cat curls up next to him. A toddler giggling as the cat's tail flicks back and forth. These shared moments create lasting memories and teach kids lessons they'll carry through life. 14. They're ideal for seniors. For older adults, cats are the perfect companions. They provide warmth, routine, and comfort without requiring long walks or heavy physical activity. A senior can enjoy quiet mornings with a cat curled up beside them while they sip tea and read the paper. Cats offer gentle company, making each day feel brighter and less lonely. And because cats are self-sufficient, they're not overwhelming to care for, which makes them perfect for people who need low-maintenance love. In fact, many senior living communities now bring cats into their programs because their presence can lower blood pressure, ease depression, and bring a sense of purpose. 15. They live long lives. Cats have the gift of time. Many live 15 to 20 years and some even longer. That means when you adopt a cat, you're gaining a companion who will share many chapters of your life. They'll be there when you move into a new home, start a new job, or go through heartbreak. They'll be with you for quiet nights and joyful celebrations. They'll watch you grow and change, and you'll watch them do the same. This long-term bond makes the relationship with a cat feel even deeper. You're not just adopting a pet, you're welcoming a life companion who will share your journey for years to come. 16. They're eco-friendly. If you care about living lightly on the earth, cats align beautifully with that value. They have smaller appetites compared to larger pets, which means less environmental impact from food production. Cats also don't need constant car trips to dog parks or walking trails, and they generally produce less waste. Many cat owners even use biodegradable litter to reduce their footprint further. Choosing a cat isn't just good for your heart, it's kind to the planet too. 17. They keep pests away. Cats may be gentle and sweet with us, but they are also born hunters. Even the most pampered indoor cat has those instincts built in. Just having a cat in the house can be enough to deter rodents from entering. And if a mouse or bug does sneak in, your cat's inner lion will likely activate. They'll stalk, pounce, and protect your home in a way that feels almost heroic. In the countryside, cats have been known to keep barns and fields free of pests. In the city, they're the quiet guardians of kitchens and pantries. It's just another way they take care of us. 18. They're smarter than they seem. Cats are incredibly intelligent, they just don't always feel the need to prove it. They recognize routines, remember where things are, and even learn how to open doors or cabinets. Have you ever noticed how your cat seems to know exactly when it's dinner time? Or how they can sense when you're about to leave the house? That's their sharp mind at work. Studies show that cats can recognize their names and differentiate between your voice and a stranger's. And while they may not always come when you call, that doesn't mean they don't understand. They're simply choosing whether they feel like it. 19. They fit your lifestyle. Whether you're an introvert who loves quiet nights or someone constantly on the go, cats adapt. They don't require a rigid schedule or endless stimulation. If you work long hours, they can nap and entertain themselves until you return. If you're home often, they'll happily spend time with you. Cats blend seamlessly into your rhythm of life, whatever it looks like. This flexibility makes them a great fit for so many people, from busy professionals to large families to retirees. 20. They're okay if you travel. No pet likes being left behind, but cats handle short absences better than most. As long as they have fresh food, water, and a clean litter box, they can manage for a day or two. For longer trips, a friend or pet sitter can easily check in once a day, and your cat will likely be fine. Unlike pets who need constant walks or daycare, cats are independent enough to be left at home without guilt. And when you return, they might act a little aloof at first, pretending they didn't miss you. But that night, you'll likely find them curled up by your side, purring softly as if to say, "I'm glad you're back." 21. Their affection is meaningful. Cats express love in quiet ways. A slow blink from your cat is like a whispered, "I love you." When they knead your lap with their paws, they're channeling the same comfort they felt nursing as kittens. These gestures may be small, but they carry so much weight. Because cats don't give their affection to everyone, when they choose to show it to you, it feels earned. Feels real. And when they curl up next to you at night, warm and trusting, it's one of the most comforting feelings in the world. 22. They're good for your heart. Science backs this up. Living with a cat can improve your physical health. Cat owners are less likely to suffer from heart attacks and strokes, partly because cats help lower stress and blood pressure. But beyond the statistics, cats are good for your heart in an emotional way too. Their presence is grounding. Their love is unconditional. They remind us to care for something beyond ourselves, and that alone makes life richer. 23. They're playful forever. Kittens are bundles of energy, But even older cats have bursts of joyful play. A simple feather toy or crinkly ball can awaken their inner hunter. These playful moments add laughter and light to your home. They're a reminder that age doesn't have to steal our sense of fun, a lesson we could all use. And when your senior cat suddenly decides to chase a laser pointer across the room, it's hard not to smile at their zest for life. 24. They can work for allergy-sensitive homes. Yes, cat allergies are real. But the good news is not all cats trigger the same reaction. Breeds like Siberians, Balinese, and Russian blues produce less of the protein that causes allergies, making them more compatible with sensitive people. With the right breed and a few allergy-friendly routines, like using HEPA air filters and regular grooming, even those with mild allergies can often enjoy life with a cat. 25. They bond with other pets. Cats are capable of forming deep, lasting friendships with other animals. With proper introductions, they can live harmoniously with dogs, rabbits, birds, and of course, other cats. Seeing your cat curled up next to your dog, sharing warmth and companionship, is a sight that melts hearts. They can become each other's playmates, nap partners, and even protectors. 26. They inspire calm and creativity. There's a reason so many writers and artists through history have lived with cats. Their presence has a way of making any space feel inspiring. Maybe it's the way they nap peacefully while you work, reminding you to stay grounded. Or the way they perch near your desk, observing quietly as if they're your little muse. Cats bring a sense of calm that makes it easier to focus, dream, and create. 27. They're full of mystery. Cats move through life with a quiet elegance that feels almost magical. The way their eyes glow softly in the dark, the way they seem to sense things before you do, it's no wonder they've been revered in cultures for centuries. In ancient Egypt, they were considered sacred. In Japan, they're symbols of luck and prosperity. Even today, many people believe cats have a spiritual awareness, as though they can see beyond the ordinary world. Living with a cat feels like sharing your home with a creature that's part of a much bigger story. 28. They're graceful athletes. Cats can leap several times their body length, twist mid-air, and land with perfect precision. Watching them move is like watching a dancer. Every step is intentional and fluid. And the best part? They get all the exercise they need on their own. A few bursts of zoom eyes, some climbing, and a little playtime with you keeps them healthy and fit without daily walks. 29. They teach you about trust. Cats don't hand out their trust lightly. They observe, they test, and they decide in their own time. But when they finally roll onto their back, exposing their belly, or fall asleep on your chest, you know you've earned it. This lesson is powerful. It teaches us patience, respect, and the beauty of relationships built slowly and honestly. 30. They make life softer. At the end of the day, what cats really bring us is comfort. They curl up next to us when the world feels heavy. They greet us at the door when we come home. They remind us that we are loved even when we don't feel lovable. Cats make life feel a little gentler, a little kinder. They don't ask for much, just a safe place, a warm bed, and our love. And in return, they give us peace, laughter, and a lifelong friendship that stays in our hearts forever. Final reflection. Your cat doesn't care how you look, how much money you make, or whether your day was perfect. To them, you're already their whole world. So the next time your cat softly nudges your hand or blinks at you from across the room, pause and feel it. Because in that quiet moment, you'll understand what so many of us know. Cats don't just live with us, they live in us. Thank you for being part of the Meowsphere family. If this video made you smile, don't forget to like and subscribe. And please share in the comments, what's the one quirky thing your cat does that makes your heart melt every single time? Until next time, stay cozy, stay kind, and give your cat an extra scritch for us.